Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have Sean, who is a flat earther. Welcome in. Of course, as usual, the co-host, Mike. How you doing, Mike? How you doing? Good to meet you. Yeah, you'll sit in the middle, and then this microphone here, just pull that one a little close to your mouth, and then you'll be using that one to speak.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So,
hello to your wonderful audience as well.
Of course. To start off, introduce yourself and some of your beliefs.
Yeah, I'm Sean Hibbeler from Hibbeler Productions. I'm a filmmaker. I look at it like a kind of a shadow banned filmmaker nowadays, but I'm one of the people that have been talking flat Earth since 2015, 2016, and once YouTube started censoring it, that's when things started changing for me. That's when I said, you know what, no more trust in YouTube, no more trust in any of that where they can control the algorithm. I'm going to start making films, independent documentaries.
Right. So you believe the Earth is flat?
Well, I know that it's not a globe.
What the hell happened to your brain to believe such a thing?
That, you mean, what happened to my brain to not trust mainstream science?
No, well, that's a completely separate question, but to believe flat.
Well, flat's not a shape, though. I mean, obviously there's mountains, hills, peaks, valleys.
No, I know, but yeah. I'm saying what you were
stationary level plane, a level plane, level. It's level. Like
no, but
all of our water is level.
I'm saying it's not, but how do you believe such a thing?
What do you mean believe? I don't believe that. I know that.
Well, I would say that it's possible for a crazy person to think they're not believing in something, but they know that it's true, but in reality, it's not.
Well, what's crazy is believing in cartoons and calling it reality.
Yeah, that is similar. This is similar. Were you a creative youngster?
No, I mean, oh yeah, in terms of creativity, yeah, man. I was a music producer. Now I'm in the film, so I've always had a creative mind, but it's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. You just haven't seen it yet.
No, I know. Obviously, I'm going to... I don't believe the Earth is flat, but I would say that it's good. You remind me, actually, one of the guys I knew in my school, he told me, back when we were, I don't know, 3rd, 4th grade, he told me he met the president. His dad had $100 billion. It's all very similar stuff.
Yeah. How is it similar to you?
Because it's all just craziness, and it's all not real.
What's not real?
You're saying the Earth is not a globe.
Yeah, so what are you saying is not real?
I'm saying the Earth is a globe.
The Earth is a globe, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's your self-evidence? Let's talk about
Well, here's the thing. I'll say this. We already did a flat Earth debate on this one.
No, we're not going to debate. I just want to... I'm just asking you a question. That really wasn't a flat Earth debate, though. That was more of some guy coming in, calling Admiral Byrd the wrong name, saying the sun's 150... Well, yeah, of course, because that's probably why people hit me up like, you should get on this guy's show, because you had some flat earther on that doesn't know what he's talking about. And of course, the comments are going to be loaded up. He doesn't even know Richard Byrd's fucking name.
Well, that's fine and all. I'm just saying, but we did the debate with him. This one is more interview style.
That wasn't a debate. That was hilarious. That's what I call it.
You're saying he was just doing so bad it shouldn't be called a debate?
It's not even about that he was doing bad. It's just it seems like he just read a flat earth book that morning, and then you had him on the show. That's what it seems like to me.
You think that was fake?
No, it's not that it was fake. It's that for him, his character.
You're just saying he was uneducated about the flatness.
Or he went to Flat Earth Society, which is a government-ran site.
I have no idea what the situation is of how he studied to believe it. But regardless, I mean, I'll assume that you're more of a studied guy. But even if this was...
I'm just a realist, man. I'm just a realist.
Well,
simple as that. I don't care about feelings and the majority and what the masses think about shit. I'm going to think for myself. I'm gonna put it together, and I'm gonna make my own decision. No one wakes up like, oh, I want to be a flat earther today. No one would ever do that. But once you start, you can't knock it till you actually dig deep. People don't dig deep anymore, and now you can't. You go to YouTube, you type in flat earth, it's all bullshit. None of those fucking videos I would ever recommend for anyone.
Let me ask you.
Why are they coming up?
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
It actually leads a little bit to what you were saying before.
Sure.
Is any of your family members or any of your close friends flat earthers? Well, I would say, are you the only flat earther within your close friends and family, or is this a family problem?
No, it's not. Well, obviously, yeah, I guess in terms of an intermediate family, I'm one of the black sheeps. I have other siblings and relatives that do understand the truth of it.
So it's a family, it's a long
drama. No, it's not drama.
Not drama. It's a long-running family problem.
It's not a family problem whatsoever.
What would you say it is?
I think that I've awakened some of my family members up to this, and the ones that think for themselves and critically think and open their mind and look. No, the anti-woke. The other side would be the woke.
If you, not to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
if let's say one day you had a close friend or close family member and they develop schizophrenia, how would you treat them? Would you say that something is real even though you know it's fake to guide them into feeling better?
I don't understand the question in terms of what's fake in this. What do you mean? I haven't said anything that was fake.
Let's say one of your close family members or one of your close friends, one day he come up to you and said that somebody was watching him, just one of those symptoms of schizophrenia. Would you say that you're right and you just to make him feel better?
I'm lost here, man. I don't know where you're going with that. Like, how is that compared to what I said?
I'm saying that you said that you've got some of your family and friends to start believing, quote unquote.
No, not believing. I told them to open their mind and go look for themselves. I'm telling your audience to go look for themselves. Don't believe me, but my point is don't believe the government, Rockefeller education books. That's what you're defending. You know what I mean? So like, I understand that you believe that in the globe, you have no proof of the globe. You have no self-evidence of the globe.
Well, again, I'm not here to debate you or anything. No, I'm not going to prove whether or not the Earth is a globe, which obviously is. I'm not going to be here to prove it. This is more of an interview style.
No, it's all good.
But it wouldn't make sense to just claim that you can't just use one of those target names and say, oh, Rothschilds, Rockefellers. You know, a bad person can believe that this building we're here in is a building, but that wouldn't mean that just because you said that it's not a building and that we're outside, that wouldn't mean just because a bad person thinks that it's a building, it's no longer a building. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So just because these Rockefellers or whoever it is might believe that it's a globe, just because they might.
It's not about that. They started the Board of Education. And
I'm just saying, but just because whatever they believe, that doesn't discredit all of the true things that they also believe.
Well, there was flat earth maps in all the public libraries in America. I mean, through the 40s and 50s, they started yanking them out. Why? These are maps that pilots use today. I don't understand how anyone can think.
They used to have flat. Do you believe that we should teach the flat Earth model to children in school?
Number one, I don't think we should keep lying to our children. People think Columbus discovered America. That's fucking hilarious. But they can still teach the shit. They'll pull it eventually when the people.
You think it was the Native Americans, or you think some other craziness?
Discovered America. I think America has been here a long time, and it was already built out. It already had technology, cathedrals, buildings, whatever you want to call them, already here in America.
And who built those?
I have no idea, man. My guess would be giants of the past, or just stronger, bigger people. You know, races of people that they don't want to teach us about. Obviously, going back to.
Do you think that it would
the school books? They're not going to teach you about that. They're going to teach you about fake ass dinosaurs. But let's go.
Do you think that it would make sense to teach a small child about giants who built buildings, or do you think it would make sense to teach them about the history of the world?
I would make sense to teach them the truth. I feel the truth is.
But you just said you don't even know what it was. You just said that you believe that there was ancient technology in North America built by giants. That doesn't sound like the truth. That sounds like schizophrenia.
No, it's not. It's not schizophrenia. It's more along the lines of not trusting the modern history and going down and doing your own research.
I don't fully trust the government either, but if the government told me that one slice of pizza was a pizza, I wouldn't come back at them and say, that's not a pizza, that is some other sort of food because you are untrustworthy.
But not when it's actually like 4 slices and they're telling you it's 1, then what?
But that's not the case.
That's why I'm saying, but listen, bro, that's where I am in my shoe. You're not in my shoes right now. I'm in the position of
because
one
I am
pizza
not
slice.
Schizophrenia.
1 pizza slice.
I'm not
That's what I'm saying, though. But I'm looking at 4, and I make films about I'm looking at 4.
Do you make money from your content about the flat Earth?
People support me all the time for my work.
So would it make sense to call you a grifter or no?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
All my films moving forward, I had to get to this point of scrapping to even afford to be at a position to where I'm linking up with people and teaming up with people where now all my films moving forward will be free to the world. So now I don't have to charge a dime because I got to this point because my audience genuinely supported me.
Are you scared that next month the government is going to foreclose your house because you're not going to be able to?
I don't own a house.
Oh, so they already foreclosed it?
No, I don't own a house. I live in California, man. I don't own a house.
So they foreclosed it?
No, I'm just not wealthy.
Not wealthy?
No.
Middle class?
Well, I don't know what you call it, but you know, obviously, that the truth is more important than wealth to me.
No, I agree. I'm not.
So I picked
I'm not
that
shitting
first.
on you for not being
I'm just
super
saying.
rich.
I'm just saying. I respect that. But if it got to the point that what I do with the truth and bring it to the people, if they support me and I gain finances from that, then that's blessings from God. That's all it is. I'm not looking for that. I am looking to wake the world up from the slumber and the fucking trance of the matrix they're in.
Okay.
That's my job.
All
on
right,
this
well,
earth.
let's move on to this is a really good question.
Yep.
Do you believe in aliens, or do you think you, along with the other flat earthers, are among the least intelligent life forms in the universe?
Yeah, aliens. Of course I do.
So you believe that the flat earthers are the least intelligent life forms in the universe?
No, I said of course I do with aliens.
Oh,
I
you
do
believe in aliens and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other thing as well.
No, that doesn't. Obviously not. The point of aliens though is not. It's not the Hollywood the version of it. I don't believe in the Hollywood
They're not
version
green?
of aliens. Green, gray, with bug eyes, walking around.
They're
and
not
shit.
like that.
I don't think so.
What do you think they're like?
Well, have you seen one before in real life?
I never said I believed in aliens.
No, I'm asking you. Have you ever seen one in real life? And
I've
we
never
don't
seen
know is the point.
aliens.
Yeah, we don't know is the point. But I do think there's extraterrestrials.
But what
and
is the
where
point of
would
saying we don't know?
extraterrestrials be coming from? Not upper space, but the outer space, the outer edge, the outer lands of Antarctica. That's where the extraterrestrials, meaning terrain, by the
I
way.
was gonna ask you before you go into this. Let me just ask the question because I asked you some of your beliefs before the podcast, so I could write some questions.
Sure.
You said that you believe that there are hidden continents and pieces of land behind Antarctica,
Not behind, past Antarctica.
past Antarctica.
Past Antarctica, and there's a lot of old maps that have more land. There's
How
a lot
does
of old
something like that even come into your imagination?
Well, it's not an imagination; it's reality. Admiral Byrd went there in 1958, and when he got back,
So it wasn't your imagination; it was his imagination, and you just read it and believed it.
no, it's not about again. It's not about a belief. It's about you can see a timeline here. You look at one aspect of
It's like reading a children's book about all of his crazy adventures all across the world and him becoming a Super Bowl champion and believing it, essentially.
yeah, again, but these are documented things.
These are documented from the kid. He documented he was Super Bowl 50 champion.
That's a good point, though.
There it
Yeah,
is.
but at the same time, man, the way it's been covered up and the books that were written about extra land past Antarctica before Admiral Byrd, before any of that. I'm talking the late 1800s, Iron Republic, Smoky God, the Worlds Beyond the Poles. These are books that were written, and when you read them, they're talking about not only more land beyond Antarctica, but they're talking about advanced technology over there that it seems like we go and get and bring here and give it to the people, like the slaves that everybody seems like they are at the moment. They just
So you
suck
believe
the
there is
teat,
some
man.
ancient technology past Antarctica that they don't want to give us over here?
I think that it used to be here, to be honest, but they destroyed almost every major city in North America was destroyed by fire between 1850 and the early 1900s. Every city in America was torched. So we don't really know what was here anymore. They left a few museums or whatever you want to call them. Look at the great, look, whoever's watching, look at your big city, wherever you are, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, doesn't matter where. Type in the Great Fire of, and then type in your city. You're going to see that at some point between 1850 and 1930, your city was completely devoured. That was in this country. Because
Do you
all
think
these,
one of-
all
do you
this,
think
all
one of
these
the-
buildings were already
Do you think
here.
one of those giants ate it? They devoured it?
No, I think that
One of the giants ate
I
the
think
whole-
the rulers that are still ruling
One of
over
those
us did
giants.
it then, and they're doing it now.
One of the giants?
Maui, Chile, Colombia,
Mom
parts of
Dog,
Texas,
Cheap Chong?
Paradise, California, a couple years ago.
Rap Dog?
These are cities getting burnt down, though, bro.
And by who? The giants?
No,
So who is it?
by the same people
By the
lying
people
about
past
where we
Antarctica.
live. The same people that's poisoning your food, poisoning the air. Those the same people that are lying to you about all this shit. You can't cherry pick the lies. You can't be like, look, they're all these same people are lying about this, and this.
So if somebody
Only
hired-
these two I'm cool with. Like, no, they're lying
wait.
about everything.
So if somebody who has a lot of power and control in the world lies about maybe taxes or money or something, that means that if they said that there's not secret land and technology with giants, that means that's also a lie. So that means that if they said that there's not a green alien in the earth spinning around and peeing on us, that's why it's raining, that means that there's also a lie. We are just cherry picking it to not be true. Or do you think that that's a really fallacious argument?
No, it's not fallacious. It's what people
It's
tend to
terrible.
do. It's what people tend to do, though.
So because you lie about one thing, everything.
What did I lie about?
I'm not claiming.
Oh. I have not lied.
I'm not claiming you. I'm saying just because somebody lies about one thing means that every single other thing they ever did was a lie or not truthful.
No,
So
but
if
I'm
I
going to
tell you
distrust them more. If I show you one image of NASA from Earth from space and it's all Photoshop, it's all created on a computer, you can say to me, look, the other pictures are real though. That's just that one. That's just that image. But once you see the second, third, fourth, and fifth image is fake, I'm not going to keep believing in new images.
Do you support the Irish Republican Army?
Well, I don't support military whatsoever. I don't support war. I don't support killing innocent people whatsoever.
You don't
so-
support the Irish Republican Army or whatever he said?
Maybe I don't know much about it. I haven't studied it. So, in fairness, I'm not sure. In fairness.
What's the sound that your brain makes?
Oh, he's making the sounds that your brain makes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the inside joke, but God bless everybody, anyways.
Do you want him to make the noise again? Oh, by the way, actually, we've been waiting for this. We actually felt really bad for him, so we scheduled an intervention with a medical doctor. Welcome in Dr. Mike. He's going to evaluate you today and see if there's any severe problems with you.
Hey, I've never had a vaccine,
Here,
so don't start now, buddy.
Just come in over here, Mike. And then you can I'll ask him some questions and then just write some notes and then you can evaluate and tell me what's the deal after. Let me scoot up a little bit.
Let's hear this one.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
What's your name?
Sean.
What's your favorite color?
Depends. Blue.
Do you believe the earth is flat?
Something wrong with your brain.
Oh, all right.
Do you believe the earth is flat?
No, I know that it's not a globe.
You know it's not a globe?
Yep.
That one's really getting him riding away.
Oh, yeah, I know it's flat and stationary in terms of a level stationary plane. Oh, yeah. But again, flat's not a shape. And it's not about the shape, it's about the lie. Okay, Doc, write that down.
Doc is getting it all down. This is probably really concerning for a doctor. And tell the doctor, you believe that there's land behind Antarctica? That one's gonna really trigger him.
Land past Antarctica.
You hear that one, Doc? This
Doc,
guy's
go read
crazy.
the Iron Republic, man.
You need help.
All right. Well, good luck getting to Mars, Doc.
Okay, he left me an evaluation.
God bless you, Doc. Say no to the jab, man. No jabs.
He left me an evaluation. Do you want me to read it for you?
The squiggly lines, yeah.
Unfortunately, the doctor has determined there is something wrong with your brain and you will need to be put down. What do you think?
Okay.
He determines that you only have a couple of days left.
Based on what, Doc?
Well, he's no longer here. I would propose severe mental damage. Do you think that he is wrong?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. Everybody has their own truths.
But that doesn't mean it's the truth. Everybody can believe what they want to believe.
No, I'm not talking about a globe. That's not true. I'm talking about everybody has their own truth.
Yeah, no, exactly. So if somebody says the earth is flat, that means that they can believe that, but that doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah, it only makes it true once you actually put the footwork in and the research in from an unbiased perspective. Not letting Google give you the results, YouTube give you results. That's control. That's not real results.
Right, so because Google doesn't say that the earth is flat means that Google is wrong?
No, but you should question that. If
Okay, but
Google's
you can-
censoring it, why would they be censoring it if it's silly? If you made up a theory that the
You just said that you
the
made-
shape of the earth is a donut and you made a bunch of videos about it, you're not going to be censored from it.
That's
Why are
not-
they censoring
But
flat Earth?
that's
Why?
a fallacy. That's not how that one
That's
works.
real though. They're
No.
censoring flat Earth.
Okay,
videos.
so-
Why? 9/11. There's all these different videos. That
Let's
they
say somebody
censor.
went on YouTube and just started saying a bunch of racial slurs and really nasty things about different types of people.
That's negative. What is a weather balloon going in the sky?
I'm not defending YouTube censoring. I'm just explaining on their behalf.
Yeah.
I think that you should be allowed to go on YouTube and say whatever you want to say. I don't even think that what you're saying is true. When are they banning flat earthers on YouTube? I've watched
No, I
many
didn't
of
say
them.
ban. Censoring. They're
What-
shadow banning. The
you have
shadow
any
ban. The
evidence?
algorithm changed. So
Do you have any evidence for that?
Of course. So I sent you my 3 films. You probably saw none by asking that question. But I will answer it now. If you go to YouTube, if we could reverse and rewind time and go back to 2013, just call it 2013. Year 2013, we go to YouTube and you type in flat Earth. 2014, 2015. I'll be more realistic. And you type in flat Earth. You get a bunch of genuine results. You don't have to believe in it. That's fine. I get that. I respect that, man. That's fine. But you got genuine results. You got people that were actually doing tests, making real videos, real information, showing you things, showing you NASA with their green screens and their harnesses, all the shit. They're showing you stuff. That came up every day until 2015, 2016 started. That's when Congress said, no, hold on. Because people were searching for flat Earth more than even like Trump versus Clinton. They were searching for flat Earth, and they had to
They were
change
laughing
it.
at the flat
They
earthers.
no, they weren't. They were waking up, brother. That's what happened with the shift. The reason we're even talking about this now is because of that shift. Okay. And that shift was abducted by the powers that be, and they completely changed it. Now, when you type in flat Earth, you get nothing but garbage. Nothing I would ever recommend the first 20 pages. Why? Is because if someone's actually sincerely interested in finding something, like I want to research, I want to see. Maybe you think it's stupid, that's fine, but at least you should be able to get genuine results.
Right.
No, if you can't respect what I'm saying, that doesn't make sense to me. Wouldn't you at least, you don't have to believe in it, but wouldn't you at least when you search for it, wouldn't you want genuine results to at least at that point go, you know what? Now, I think all their shit is bullshit. Then I'll be like, you know what? I respect that. You don't believe in flat earth, that's fine. But when you search for it now, since 2016, if you search for it anywhere, it's controlled results, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think the correlation with believing the earth is flat and having severe mental illness is good or no? Or do you think that's true?
No, I think believing in a globe doesn't cause mental illness. It's just something that people
No, I'm
do
asking if you along with the
my
other
bad.
people, do you guys think that it's insensitive to say that all of the flat earthers should be linked to having severe mental illness or not?
No, there's no clips of that for me, man. I get I love that the jokes are coming, but
This isn't a joke. That's a serious question.
yeah, it's a question.
No, that's a for
Yeah.
real question.
Okay,
If somebody says the earth is flat, it can be determined just off of an educated guess. Say, hey, maybe you need to go sleep
now
on
who
that.
educated that in your head though? Who educated us as a collective to make us feel that way?
Rothschild.
Yeah, who prints those books? Do you know who prints those books?
Who does it?
Ghislaine Maxwell's father.
Ghislaine Maxwell's father?
Yeah, prints our books. and
Okay.
history books.
And
all
that
this
means
shit.
the earth is flat.
No, it means that they're lying to you about what's in those books. That's what I.
That can be true and all, but
what
that
I
doesn't
do,
mean the
it
earth
is
is
true.
flat.
It's not that it can be true. It is
No,
true.
no, I'm saying I'm not
Yeah,
disregarding.
the earth could be any shape you want, bro. It's not what
No,
they have taught us.
I don't get to no. I don't get to determine.
100%.
Do you think it's harder for flat earthers to integrate themselves into society because everybody knows they're crazy and wants to stay away from them?
No, the millions and millions and millions of stationary level flat earthers, true earthers that I call them, the ones that are seeking the truth and have found it and have the knowledge now, we don't really worry about the people that don't think, oh, you guys are crazy, conspiracy people, flat earth, blah, blah. Okay. Like for me, it's like, all right, man. Like I respect that you don't believe in that. But when you don't get it back, that's where, that's where it's sad. That's all it is. That's where it's sad. Is that when you don't get it back? Because I was in your shoes, man.
In my shoes?
I was born, meaning I was born
You
in
were born normal.
in an educational system that taught the same fucking thing that they taught you, bro. So I understand where you're coming from. I totally do. I totally understand where you're coming from, man. But no, in terms of believing in a flat earth as being dumb or something, no, it's not. It's to me, it's a lot more prevalent to be open-minded and critical thinking than just believing something. For me, believing in a globe is nothing but a belief. You have no self-experience with it. You've never seen curvature with your eyes. You've never felt the earth move. All these things that they teach us about, you've never experienced. So what you do is you take the word of them and
Well,
go,
again, I'm not here to
I
debate
believe
you. This is
them.
more like an interview. Just
No, I'm not debating. I'm just talking, bro.
no, I know. I just want to let you speak your mind.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And I can appreciate the humor too, even though I know that you think flat earth is stupid in real life. I still can appreciate the humor. It's just one of those things where, like, to me, even the audience listening that's judging, it's like, man, again, they made it really easy for you guys to think it's this dumb because they've controlled it. Look at Behind the Curve documentary on Netflix. That was a hit piece. That wasn't a real documentary.
They made a documentary about they made a real documentary. I mean, they made a documentary about the Earth being flat on Netflix.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago, and it was a hit piece. You know what a hit piece means?
Yeah. So you believe it was a hit piece? What was the? I never watched the documentary. What was it about?
I know it was a hit piece. It was put together to poke fun. You know what I mean? Kind of like this in a sense where it's like, hey, let's put the show together. Flat Earth is stupid. You guys don't like it. It's fine.
Well, it's not about not liking
imagine
it, but
Imagine this as a movie is what my point is.
Well, the difference is it's like almost taking what a schizophrenia says seriously, but this one is you want to give it less room to help the guy. It's just more because you're not exactly schizophrenic. It's just one belief you have is just so crazy. So maybe don't humor it by allowing you to give serious debates with people.
No, I'm not. Again, man, I try to educate, not debate.
But
to me-
schizophrenia believes he's educating as well. That's the point I'm making. Just because you think you are educating people doesn't mean that what you're saying is true.
But my point is, my last point. Okay, but we could change it from flat Earth. This is my last point on it. Unless you want to keep talking flat Earth.
We'll keep talking flat Earth,
This is my
but-
last point on
yeah.
it, though. We could change this topic whenever you want. It's your show. I just want to say this. How is it something that shouldn't be known and shouldn't be discussed? All right, we'll wait for after this. Go ahead, boss.
He just brought you your final meal.
Oh, that's the donut. That's synchronicity right there. I said You could create a donut Earth.
I think I did.
and it wouldn't get censored.
Excuse me, doctor.
See, there's a donut.
Doctor,
Euthanasia.
Yeah.
doctor, sit down and evaluate him a little bit more. Go.
Yeah, you never explain any symptoms. You never explain anything.
1 second. Let me give the doctor his notes.
He'll need him back. He couldn't memorize those 3 things.
No, he wants to take notes on you. It's empty.
Oh, good. Good.
Do you want to eat that? That's your final meal, the green donut.
No, I'm not hungry, man, but I appreciate you, though.
Let me see it. Do you want this? It's a green donut for you. That's your final meal?
No, I already said no thanks, but I appreciate
Oh, you don't want to eat it?
No, I'm not hungry, man. I appreciate it.
So you would rather be euthanized with nothing to eat?
I don't know. Let's say it's up to Doc, right?
Doc. Mike.
Is it good?
No, it tastes good. It's green donut. Do you want a piece before you're euthanized or no?
No, I'm good for real. Thanks, though.
He just gave it back to you.
Oh.
Feel free to take a bite at any time.
Was it mint?
No, it's just take a bite and you'll see. I'll take a bite if you take a bite.
No, you already took a piece, but was it lime? What is it?
Take one bite. We'll do it together so you know it's...
No, I'm good, man.
Yeah, let's do it together.
I appreciate you, Doug.
You're gonna have that piece? And I'll have this one, okay?
Yeah, I'll bring that home.
No, take a bite.
I'm good, dude.
You need to take a
I
bite.
really
for
don't like donuts. but
We're gonna
thank
cut this part out. Just let's take a bite for the show. Because then it looks like we're being friends and stuff. I don't want it to seem so angry. Just let's take a bite together. Look.
you. There's no anger. I'm not angry.
No, I know, but I don't want that. We're gonna cut this whole thing out. We just need you to take a bite for the episode.
I promise I'm not angry.
No, I know, but we're cutting this out anyway. Just take a bite. I'll take a bite with you. Look.
No, I'm good with
It's
donuts.
completely safe.
I believe you, man.
You think what? I poisoned the donut? Just take a bite.
I don't. It's not about that, bro.
Why won't you take a bite?
Because I'm just not hungry and I don't like donuts. That's all.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
like if you had me onions, I hate onions. So,
So
if you're
just
like,
take
here's
a-
some onions, I'm like, no thanks.
I know, but anyways, we're cutting this whole thing out. We're just gonna cut to when you take a bite. Just take a really small bite. Just take a bite like this. So then it looks like we're friends. We can at least share something to eat together on the podcast.
Pretend like I'm doing.
No, just take a really small bite at least. You don't have to eat the whole thing. Just take a bite maybe like this big. Yeah, there you go. That tastes awesome.
What's it taste like, Doc?
And then you can take the rest home.
I'm just playing. I will take the rest home. Is that dyed? So cool. St. Patty's Day. They're still fresh, Doc. You like donuts? Oh. You like donuts? Oh man, you're doing a good job over here. You guys need your own skit show. What's next, brother?
Do you think that rather than the earth being flat, there is a more simple explanation, such as part of your brain is missing?
I've answered this question many times, man.
Huh?
You're asking it like in different ways. You want to move on?
Yeah, I'm just asking in different ways if there's something wrong with your brain.
No, my brain is bigger than ever, brother. But let's move
I
on.
don't
So
think that's
let's
good,
move on so I can expose that.
Your brain is, what is your brain?
Bigger than ever. It has
That's
more
not
knowledge
good.
and wisdom than it's ever had.
I think that's really bad. Is your brain, there's some sort of issue, your brain is becoming expanded?
Nah, metaphorically speaking. But
I don't think you were metaphorically speaking. I think you were speaking literally. Your brain is becoming, maybe, is there convulsion in your brain?
no, it's not.
Oh,
That's
you
like
have a
you
tumor
mean
in
like a
your brain.
matrix brain? No, that's what I mean. I've unplugged by many plugs, so my brain is more free and
Exactly,
open,
you unplugged-
connected
you
to God
unplugged.
and just love.
You took the plug out of your brain. There's nothing connecting it to reality now.
Nice spin on that one. What do you got though? What other topics we want to do?
I have a lot of questions about
Let's
your
go.
brain.
Let's go. Let's get off flat Earth because that's just I mean.
You don't want to talk flat earth anymore.
I'll talk flat Earth all day.
But that's why we
bro.
brought you in
I'm
here.
here to I'd rather educate though. You're like, are you guys stupid? Like, I don't want to do that.
Well,
So
that's
I'd rather
we-
do that with other shit
We
instead
already
of
know
flat Earth.
that's true, that you guys are dumb and stuff. But now we're just wanting to talk about it on a
Yeah,
live television show.
in the humor sense, I respect
No,
you,
this
man,
isn't
but
humor.
In,
This
in
is just-
reality,
we're giving you a platform to speak on.
In reality, flat earthers are ones that are going against the grain and critically thinking, opposed to just taking it from behind and believing what mainstream has told you.
Schizophrenic again. He goes against the grain.
No, I stand for people, the truth and love. So.
You are very similar to schizophrenia.
Truth and love is schizophrenia. Well, maybe in your world, boss. I
But
don't know.
Well, no, you can't spin it on me like that. Again, a
It's not a spin. It's just, I don't understand the
schizophrenic
correlation.
A schizophrenic might be saying what he's saying out of love and truth, but that doesn't mean it's actually true. That just means it's his truth.
I know, but maybe another fallback word than schizophrenia for me. I don't know what else. I come up with something else.
How many times do you think you would need to punch a regular person in the head before they start becoming a flat earther?
Oh, we're still doing flat Earth jokes. All right.
Well, we brought you on here to talk about the Earth being flat.
No, that's fine. Oh no, you mentioned earlier that you didn't want to keep talking flat Earth. So.
I never said that.
All right, then do you have actual real questions about why they lied about where you live?
Are you not willing to answer that question?
What's the question again, man?
Okay, let me repeat it. How many times do you think you would need to punch a regular person in the head before they become a flat earther?
If you keep punching people in the head, their head will blow up like a globe.
Like you,
so they'll
your brain will become bigger and there will be a tumor in your
They'll
head.
continue to believe in the Earth being a globe because their head's smashed in. You know, but a flat earther, no, flat earther's more love than fight. You know, like love over war, right? Like we want love in this Earth.
So would
We
you
want
say that
humanity
1 or
to be
200
loved.
punches to an unconscious human will start making them believe the Earth is flat? I said that my estimate
no, but
is
they would
300
definitely
punches.
they'd still get a B+ in school for their Earth science quiz because it's a bunch of fucking bullshit on there.
But they will probably fail the Earth science quiz if they tell them it's flat.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Mainstream school,
And if you get
obviously.
punched in the head too much, you might start believing that. Don't you think so?
Hey, man, you know what? A trans can read the book on Friday to them, whatever. I mean, that's the thing. Our schools are completely infiltrated, so it doesn't really matter anymore. If you're sending your kids to public school, that's sad to me.
Can you go like this?
No, sir.
One time.
Cut it out, Mike. He doesn't. I understand you want to do the evaluation, but you need to stop. All right, let me ask you. I'll ask you a question you'd rather be asked. Do you think there's something wrong with your brain? Seriously? No?
Not even a little bit.
When did you start believing the Earth is flat, and what brought you to that?
Researching NASA, seeing their government documents on their website that says that they test their aircrafts over a flat.
Do you believe in
stationary-
gravity, or do you think it's a government hoax?
Let me answer your question.
No, I know. You're just getting
Yeah,
sleepy.
The reason that I started to look into is when I read NASA documents and CIA documents that state they test their aircrafts over a flat state, non-rotating stationary Earth. Not conspiracies.net, okay? These are government documents that state this.
Are you
so
sure you
once
weren't in
I'm a
sleep?
document guy. Once I start seeing real documents,
Can I
I'm
ask
like,
you a
wait a
question?
minute, hold on.
Are you sure you weren't in sleep paralysis?
No, anyone can go ahead and Google that.
I know, but I know
and see the real
a lot
results.
of people I know.
They'll
they
actually show you the real results for that.
a
for
lot of
some-
people
some
I know
reason.
suffer from sleep paralysis.
No, that's all right, man. I'll shoot it to you after the show so you can see it.
Oh,
In case you actually give a shit. I
the
mean, I don't know if you do.
documents?
The documents that our government is stating and other governments are stating that they've been forever, they test their aircrafts over a flat, non-rotating, stationary Earth. Why would they put that in the documents if it's a globe they're testing their stuff? They got to test the curvature and the spinning and all this. They don't do any of that equations. That's bullshit. That's fantasy. That's cartoons. That's your CGI shit that people love. They love this shit.
You like cartoons? Which is your favorite cartoon?
Well, growing up, man, I don't know. I didn't really have a favorite. I was a Michael Jordan fan. I was a basketball head back in the day. I don't watch sports that much
Michael
anymore.
Jordan?
Well, yeah, I grew up in Chicago, so I used to watch Michael Jordan a lot and stuff. So that was my cartoon or
Did you like-
kids have superheroes.
You
or-
probably
I
like
didn't
Michael
really
Jordan
follow that.
because he played with the basketball, which is a similar shape to the Earth.
No, similar shape to the head that's bashed in. Remember we talked about the comparison earlier. But no, Jordan.
No, that's what
because-
happened to you. That's what happened to your brain. You have a tumor in your head.
No, I don't have a tumor. Maybe after that donut, I will.
No, that donut.
I guess we'll see. I might have to get checked.
you
by the
can't.
doc
You
tomorrow.
can't.
We'll see. I don't
You
know.
can't blame the donut for your brain. You said your brain was getting larger, and the doctor said.
Based on wisdom, knowledge, information.
No, but your brain doesn't get bigger as you become smarter. That's not how that
not
works.
physically. I know. All right.
You were referring to it physically, though. You were me.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I meant. Yeah, you're right.
No, but you can't clarify after because you realized you admitted that there's something wrong physically with your brain. You can't
There's
just say
nothing
after.
wrong physically
You
with
said
my
that your brain is getting bigger. You said your brain is becoming larger.
Yes.
That means that you probably have a tumor in your head. That's what that means.
You know,
That-
inside the brain, like it's like a
you
computer,
said that
it's
you
like a
unplugged all the
storage.
cords to your brain. Your brain
No,
is
I
getting
unplugged my physical
your
being
brain is
from
getting
the
larger and
Matrix.
it's not connected to anything.
You,
It's
you
just
probably haven't even seen Matrix either. Have you
it's
seen
just
Matrix?
your brain is just
You've
rolling.
seen Matrix.
Your brain is just rolling around in there. There's nothing keeping it.
If you don't understand the lingo, then you just,
I'm saying, but there's nothing.
control
No. I understand the Matrix.
alright.
I understand the Matrix lingo, but you can't just.
Yeah.
You didn't unplug it from the Matrix. You unplugged your brain. It's just rolling around up there. It's just hitting both sides of your head.
Yeah. It's hitting the container of our world, Antarctica, which is the highest continent on Earth.
Oh. There's something really wrong with your brain.
Well, water needs containment. It's not my brain.
Do you believe that gravity is real, or do you think it's a government hoax?
It's electrostatics, bro. It's electrostatics
Explain
and then
tell me what you
density
think
and
of-
buoyancy.
Tell me what you think about gravity.
Well, gravity is a theory that came up once this country started a board of education. In a sense, they came up with Big Bang theory. It was started by a priest. Gravity has been taught in schools since the early 1900s, late 1800s. Why? Because they need a reason to have million-pound oceans and skyscrapers not falling off the bottom of a ball. The people wouldn't buy that. Maybe he would, but the people wouldn't buy that we live on a ball, you'd fall. So they have to come up with something. And what they did was they actually carbon copied pieces of like the electrostatic nature, the nature. Everything's electric. The table's electric. We have electricity in us. Everything's electric. So the electric realm that we live in.
Do you think that
this
maybe
world-
the electricity had zapped your brain? It went ding.
No, I do ground though. You know where Earth is? I do ground.
Straight to the brain. It zapped it.
Bare feet in the soil and sand. It'll really help a lot of. He won't tell you that because they don't make any money off that. But
All right,
grounding,
listen,
go look
listen,
up grounding.
We've been a little bit not argumentative, but a little bit hostile towards it.
No, I promise. I'm not trying to be hostile at all.
No, I know.
Maybe
I'm
it's
saying
the
both of
beard.
us.
I'm not hostile
both
at
of
all.
us,
I'm
but
not mad.
Let's do a little. We'll do a little segment here to
The
calm
humor
things
throws
down.
me off sometimes, but I respect it, man. I'm not mad at all.
This is for real. This is not a joke show. But let's do this. We're gonna do a little game show, a little segment with you here.
Okay.
It's called "Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?" Okay? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? I'm gonna ask you some questions and you're gonna have to answer them. Okay?
Let's hear.
8 times 8.
Huh?
8 times 8.
No, I went to public school, man. You're gonna have to give me a minute on 8 times 8.
You don't know the answer to 8 times 8? You don't know multiplication table?
No, I'm not a math guy whatsoever, dude.
You don't know 8 times 8?
No, not off the top of my. I'm thinking like that now. Not
8
times
plus 8?
Yeah, 16, dude. Obviously, I'm not a. I got D's and C's at
You know
math.
that it's probably concerning that you don't know 8 times 8.
That I
that
don't.
is
That
probably-
I'm not good at math. That's concerning.
That's not being good at math. That's something that this is a fifth grade. This is what I mean. He got the answer for
Yeah,
you.
well, I wasn't gonna answer after the fact, bro.
But you know how simple 8
I
times
thought it was like I got 1 second. I don't. Nah.
You
I'm
have-
not- math is not my strong suit in terms of like multiplication and all that stuff. No, man. That's
Okay,
not-
7 times 7.
42.
Oh my God. That is not the right answer.
Oh. All right.
Doctor, you need to sit down.
All right. Relax, bro.
Doctor, sit. All right, we'll move on to the next one. What's your favorite color?
Blue. Blue.
What shape is the Earth?
It's a level stationary plane. I don't really call it a shape. We're
So
more
not global?
We live like in a realm.
It's not a globe?
It is not a sphere, and it's not a newly updated
you
modern version of the or what is it? What does Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Just- no,
always
just
say?
answer
pear shape.
It's just yes or no. Is it a globe?
No, it's not a globe.
You have failed the test. You are not smarter than a fifth grader.
Why? Because the 5th grader would say it's a globe.
No,
of our
because you didn't
educational
do 8
system.
times
The
8.
same education
You didn't
system
do-
that
you
does
didn't do-
not have me answer 8 times 8 in 1 second.
You know that that's not the
You have to
edu-
understand.
that's not-
I'm living proof of the educational system that I went
you
through
are
in
living
Chicago.
proof that
bro.
the education system in America is failing people.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm trying to reverse
They
that.
failed
I'm here to
you. No.
reverse that.
No, but
our
that's-
mainstream
you
science,
think
our
you can
mainstream
reverse
teachers,
it because there's
everything.
because they failed you.
No, it's not that they failed me. They failed the world, and the end
5 times
result.
5.
The end.
5 times 5.
25. Listen,
Whoa!
the end result. Calm down.
Congratulations.
I told you, I'm really not a math guy. It's not a.
Math
it's not a
is- you
diss
don't-
to even me. It's just I'm not a math guy.
You don't
bro.
have to be a
Simple as
math
that.
guy to understand 8 times 8.
No,
That
I
is
don't
something
understand 8 times 8. It's not something I
9
haven't
times
done
9.
in 20 years.
9 times 9.
81.
12 times 12.
144.
Congratulations.
Again, now I'm in the zone, but my point is that like I'm
but
not a math guy, dude.
This really did prove there's something seriously wrong with the education system.
Well, here's
Flat
the thing.
earthers know 8 times 8. The
Listen,
brain
man,
is
most people
wobbling all over your head.
Would you agree that most people would answer 8 times 8 pretty quick? You get A's or B's though. Let's be real.
It depends on
No, I'm
what
not
grade.
judging. That's a good thing.
It just
right?
depends
That's a
on the-
good thing,
I
right?
get
Did you get A's or B's in school?
Depends on grades and classes. Well,
Did you get A's or B's in math? I'm just being honest. I'm
Math?
just being real. Yeah. Did you get A's or B's?
A plus.
Okay, A plus. And look, man, that's the regurgitation process of the schooling system. And that means that you are good at memorizing things and doing problems, and you cared, right? You probably cared enough, whether it was your the parenting, the whatever it was, you cared that you wanted an A plus. I'm trying to tell you who I was in school. I didn't give two shits about any of it. I didn't give a fuck about Columbus. I didn't care about
explains your
George
belief-
Washington's teeth are wooden.
That
I
explains
don't fucking
that
care. I
explains
stopped
your
caring,
beliefs
dude.
about the earth.
No, what do you mean? I believe that the Earth was a spinning ball up until I was like, oh, man, up 2014, 2015.
How old were you then in 2014?
I was around, I want to say 29, 30 years old.
Were you in an accident, motorcycle or car crash?
In 2007, I was. Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. For real, sorry to hear
it's
that.
just neck and back shit.
Oh, nothing to the brain?
No, brother, no. And that was a long time ago. But my point is this, man. Like my awakening on my journey in my life, that's my business. But I felt as if I need to teach it to the world.
No, I know, but obviously most people who watch this, they're not going to become crazy and start believing the earth is flat.
I'm not trying to have them believe that.
I'm just saying.
I want them to do their own research.
I
though.
want them to understand why somebody might become like that and start thinking that. So that's why I'm asking, what's up with your brain?
Yeah, but that's why I'm admitting to you that the public education system.
I agree the public
It's
education
awful.
system is awful. Look what happened.
In what sense?
You believe the earth is flat, no 8 times 8, no 7 times 7.
Wait a minute. So the
This
public
is-
education system, where 80% of the country believes the Earth's a globe, wouldn't that be
it's
like
probably
you
more than
can't
it-
talk about flat Earth like that because the public education system is teaching the cartoon Earth to all these kids with no evidence, no proof.
They're also trying to teach them 8 times 8, but clearly it's not working. Just because they're trying to teach somebody something and it's not working doesn't
Well,
mean
no,
it's
it
the
did
opposite.
work when I had
That
math
is
class.
fallacious. You can't do
I
that.
shut that
No,
part of
that's
my
fallacy.
life off.
That's fallacy. That
It's
is
not
not-
fallacy. I'm telling you my personal
That's
thing.
not how that
I
works.
shut that
can't-
part of my life off when I stopped caring about it. I wasn't going to do anything in
not
life
how
that
that
had to
works.
do with math. I wasn't going to do anything like with algebra. I stopped algebra right away too. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to use this shit.
Did you know that, I read that wrong. Did you know that a majority of flat earthers also believe that Darth Vader is real? How do you feel about that?
What?
Do you believe that Darth Vader is real along with your beliefs that the earth is flat?
What do you mean in terms of was he a character in a movie?
No, many flat earthers, they believe that Darth Vader,
You talk about Luke, I am your father, Darth Vader, that guy.
yeah, Anakin Skywalker, they believe he's in the real world. Many flat earthers believe he's real.
See, again, this is the YouTube algorithm
What
that's
are you-
giving you these videos.
what
bro.
are you
No,
talking about?
I've never heard. Well, because
What is it? You can't blame the...
in almost 10 years of research, journalism, the documentaries, traveling, I've never heard that. So my point is, wherever you heard that from, it's probably from the first dude that came out and talked about the flat earth. The guy didn't even know Richard Byrd's name. Again, I might not know 8 times 8 in 1 second to answer, but I know Richard Byrd's name. That's all I'm trying to say. Which is way more important than knowing what 8 times 8 is in a split second. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion, you know, but it's just the point. Like, there's more important things to talk about than even the Earth being a stationary plane, man. This world's crazy right now. So I'm just doing everything I can to educate people. And, you know, if you want to believe mainstream history, mainstream science, that's your prerogative, man. That's what most of the world does. It's understandable. You don't have to critically think outside that box because that takes effort, takes work, takes time. Believing something, believing the Earth's a globe, right? I believe that, right? The people in the lab coat said it. People in the books said it. People in the movies said it. People in Hollywood say it. It's the start of every Universal movie. You see the Earth spinning, even though they had that in 1920. Did you know that? They had that. Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun. They had that in 1920.
One
But they
second.
didn't go up there to see what shape or what until the moon landing. So how did they know what everything looked like in 1920? See, this has been some big. It's a bigger plan than you think, and it's very compartmentalized. The people that do NASA's magazines, they don't know they're not in on the psyop. The people that work inside NASA, they're doing emails, they're doing marketing stuff, they're doing this, they're doing that. They're not in on it. There's not this huge grand millions and millions of people are don't talk about it. That's not how it is to me. There's very small, the heads of companies know about this stuff. They know about it. I think even someone like Elon Musk knows about it. It's just obviously he loses a ton of money if he comes out and says it.
Holy shit. 1 second.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Hello. Holy shit. Longneck is outside. We're gonna have to cut the interview short.
No worries.
Longneck is here right now. Yo, start the camera. We need to turn on the cameras. We need to go, doctor. The Longneck is outside. Start the cameras. Longneck is outside. Start the cameras. He's outside.